Hey, how's it going guys? Tanner here. So yesterday, I uploaded my full review of the LEGO Ninjago movie. I of course talked for a little bit about what I liked about the movie and what I didn't like, but I couldn't really get too into detail because then I would start getting into spoiler territory, and that's where this video comes in. This is my spoiler review for the LEGO Ninjago movie. If you've not seen the movie yet, I encourage you to click off the video and watch my spoiler-free review, or if you just don't care about spoilers, then welcome. But yeah, we're just going to talk about the movie a little bit more and give my thoughts on some major plot points, but this time incorporating spoilers, so let's just jump right into it. So right away at the beginning of the movie, we get the sense that the ninja are celebrities in their town. They're all over the news and everyone seems to love them, even though nobody really knows who these ninja actually are. But of course we do. We also get a look at the city's precautions, what they do during a Garmadon attack. I find it to be really funny because, it's like a weather broadcast, but with chances of Garmadon attacks, rather than, say, the chance of a thunderstorm. So I really enjoyed that about the movie. The high school life for the ninja is pretty hard, as I'm sure you could tell by some of the promotional material, but the ninja are treated very poorly at school, even though they're the ones that always save the city. But of course nobody knows that. But of course when Garmadon attacks, the ninjas spring into action. One thing I do want to point out, the ninjas' mechs are incredible. I love the way that all the mechs look and the way that they interact with each other, which sort of breaks my heart a little bit when they get destroyed. After Garmadon's initial attack and he comes back for a second round, Lloyd tries to prove himself even more. Lloyd steals a laser pointer from Master Wu's, collection of weapons and tries to use it against Garmadon, but instead the laser pointer ends up summoning Meowthra the giant cat. I loved Meowthra in the movie for the time that we had him, but again, I felt like he could have done a little bit more. But a really funny scene happens with Garmadon using the laser pointer to go ahead and get the cat to destroy the mechs. It's actually pretty funny how Meowthra takes down a lot of these, but yeah, the mechs get destroyed about 20 minutes into the movie. But speaking of 20 minutes into the movie, I forgot to mention that Lloyd's ringtone for his phone is actually the Weekend Whip sung by The Fold, so I thought that was really cool. But after all that goes down with Garmadon and the mechs, Lloyd and the ninja regroup, and the team and Sensei Wu head off to find the ultimate weapon, which we'll get more into what that is later on. But yeah, the jungle journey is pretty cool, and of course Garmadon is hot on their tail. Now before we get any further, I do want to mention a few things. Some people were curious about this in my review of the movie, so I just wanted to clarify a few things about Nia. First of all, Nia and Jay never happen in this movie. I get the sense that they like each other, or at least Jay likes Nia, but I don't think Nia shares the same feelings for Jay. Instead, I feel that Nia is more attracted to Lloyd, and Lloyd really doesn't have feelings for Nia. But moving back to the desert, Garmadon appears, and he and Sensei Wu fight for a little bit, in a fight scene that I think is really well done, and eventually Wu is thrown over the edge, and he's absent for a large majority of this movie. From this point onward, the ninja are under the watch of Garmadon, which I guess sort of adds to that Sensei Garmadon element, but of course in a movie version. They're then attacked by all the Shark Army generals, which Garmadon fired in the past, and he's forced to team up with the ninja, which I thought was really cool. They actually get away, and Lloyd and Garmadon share some nice father-son moments in that scene. I really do enjoy it. But eventually we get to the Temple of the Ultimate Weapon, which actually ends up being Garmadon's old home, where he was raised alongside Master Wu. It's here that we get a little bit of the backstory between Garmadon and Coco, and what happened between them. Coco was an actual ninja in the past, as was Garmadon, and the two actually had a thing going on. They then had Lloyd, but Coco took Lloyd away from Garmadon because she didn't want the evil to rub off on Lloyd. We then see that the Ultimate Weapon are the ninja's elemental powers. I'm not quite sure where this comes from, but it is pretty cool. Garmadon of course escapes with the Ultimate Weapon in hand, and the ninja are left behind. It's here that Lloyd basically teaches them to use their elemental powers, and they actually do possess them in this movie. That was another thing that a lot of people had questions about, but they travel back to the city to fight Garmadon, and in the city Garmadon's actually trying to tame Meowthra, or at least defeat him I guess, but it just ends with Meowthra actually eating Garmadon, which I wasn't expecting, and Lloyd is forced to go ahead and hash things out with Meowthra, but really he's talking to his dad. This was a really heartfelt scene. I really did think that this was a highlight from the movie. Eventually the cat spits out Lord Garmadon, and everyone in the city is pretty much calm now. The ending I thought in general was a little rushed and kind of felt a little unsatisfying in a few ways, but overall it was fine. Looking back on this video, it wasn't really a review as much as it was just a discussion on spoilers, but I'm glad that I do get to clarify a few things for you guys. So I guess that's about it for the video, so thank you guys so very much for watching. If there's something that you would like to talk about, this comment section is the place to do so, but if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up rating, and as always, be sure to hit that subscribe button guys, because it really does mean a lot to me. Don't forget to leave a comment stating what you thought of the video itself or the subject matter, or if you just had a general comment, that's fine too. Thank you guys so very much for watching. My name is TannerFishies, and with that, I bid you farewell.